Do you want to go next?
Yep, sure thing. I saw Aladdin.
Alright, so this is the latest Disney
Yep,
live action.
Disney live action. We've had Beauty and the
What are
Beast,
your...
Jungle Book.
When did you last see the original Aladdin?
Probably years ago.
Okay, so it's not like it's fresh or...
No.
Okay.
But I still remember the story from it, like vaguely. Enough to know that this follows the same story.
Aladdin is the first film I can recall seeing in cinemas as a kid.
Oh, fair enough. I don't think I saw it in cinemas, but I could be wrong.
I think it came out, 92, so I'd have been like 5 at the time.
I'd have been 1, so I probably didn't see it.
That would be why. Let me just double check that. Yeah, that was why.
Okay. Congrats, IMDb. No one's impressed anymore. You do it too much for anyone to be impressed.
I'm impressed.
Anyway,
yeah.
This film, it's good. I liked it. I'm trying to think if there's like any... It has some original songs in it that weren't in the original film, and I think that's important for these new Disney films. Like, I know some people kick up a fuss about it, but
yeah,
I think people would hate these films more if you literally just went and saw that cartoon movie, but with people.
Yeah.
They didn't add a whole lot of plot lines or anything. I think there were like 1 or 2 little bits that I was like, oh, okay, that's not in the original, and they've changed it up.
Yeah.
So that's cool. They managed to do the animals quite well in terms of like, how do you convert a talking parrot who is sentient to a live action film, and they do that quite well, where he's a parrot who talks like a normal parrot, but like sometimes says something a little bit too advanced, and you're like, ooh, this parrot's creepy.
Right, okay.
But there's like, it's generally a good, enjoyable film. Like Will Smith as the genie, everyone gave that a lot of hate. It's fine because it's not. He does ridiculous stuff like the Robin Williams genie, but not to the same degree. You know, in the cartoon, it's very much like, oh, this is Robin Williams playing the genie.
Well, there's one of my favourite bits of trivia, I think, from Aladdin, is apparently they wanted to put it forward for Best Original Script for the Oscar, and it got kicked out because too much of it was Robin Williams ad-libbing. Yeah,
well, that makes sense. Whereas, this you can tell is scripted. But, like, and that's fine, because, again, if it was too similar, everyone would have complained that he wasn't Robin Williams and he was trying to be him. So I totally get it for this. And it's cool and it works. And he doesn't look that ridiculous when he's blue. Like, again, everyone freaked out about. It looks fine on screen. So, like, overall, it's like, it's not amazing. I wouldn't be like, oh, everyone should go rush out and see it. But it's another pretty good Disney live-action film.
Yeah, fair enough. I kind of wish that, like, instead of just remaking, like, the big classics live-action... I wish they'd do some of the sequels, because I remember, like, I used to have on VHS Aladdin Return of Jafar.
Yeah.
And I'm like, it's going to be really hard to top, like, Aladdin. But Aladdin Return of Jafar, there's definitely room there to improve on it.
Yeah, but the problem with doing that, Liam, would be they aren't making these films for us. They are making them for kids. And it's like a lot of people's first time seeing Aladdin, I imagine, is going to be this film. Because this is in the cinema, and their parents will be like, oh, I used to like Aladdin, you'll probably love this film. So, like, it would be fucking weird if the first experience someone had of Aladdin was Return of Jafar or Prince of Thieves or whatever it was called. I think the third one, maybe.
Yeah.
But, so I get why they're doing the first one as the live-action remake.
Yeah,
like, no one would go and see the live-action Lion King 2, because people would be like, where's the first one?
I mean, to be fair, like, I went to cinema to see Jungle Book and quite enjoyed it, but I didn't go to see Beauty and the Beast. I'm not going to go see Aladdin. I doubt I'm going to go see The Lion King either.
The Lion King actually looks alright. I'm going to see it, just because it's the first one that's just animals. So I'm like, oh, that'd be interesting. Like, I know Jungle Book has a lot of animal characters.
But you still have Mowgli.
Yeah.
Yeah. I do want to watch, like, Beauty and the Beast and stuff.
Beauty and the Beast is good. I love that film.
Yeah. It is on my list, but I've got that fucking Disney box set to crack through at some point. So one of the things I wanted to get around to on my week off was starting on that, and I didn't get to it.
You idiot.
I know. I'm still trying to finish my Russ Meyer films, and I didn't do any of those either.
Jesus, Liam. Sounds like you didn't do much. I would like to say, there was this point, right, where we were leaving the cinema, or about to leave, and it's not a spoiler, because it's just an end credit song. But there is a song that happens in the end credits, and it's one of the songs that happens in the film. Totally fine, like Will Smith singing one of the songs. I was like, oh, that's cool. Except this version that they play in the credits, the first song of the credits, starts with Will Smith going, it's Will Smith, and then DJ Khaled goes, DJ Khaled. And they have remixed one of the songs from the film, and that is the weirdest thing that I can imagine, is that someone went, you know who needs to be involved in this cinema project we've done? DJ Khaled.
Yeah,
I'm sure the kids.
Yeah.
I'm sure all the kids really want to hear Will Smith and DJ Khaled remix whatever song it was.
How was the audience for Aladdin?
Shit, I hated it. We had my mum and dad's mate's kid with us, so we went in the day, and it was a Saturday, and it was just families, and I was sitting next to this fucking family who it was a bad sign when at the start of the film, like in the trailers, or was it in the adverts? I think it was the trailers. So the lights were dim but not off.
Yeah.
The woman 2 seats away from me got out her phone, turned on her phone torch, shone it into her lap, and I was like, okay, she's looking for something, that's fine. No, she was using her torch to eat her sushi that she had brought into the cinema. Because, you know, that famous cinema snack that we all know and love, sushi. So I don't
understand people.
I got to spend 10 minutes with the stench of fish in my nostrils, a light in my eye, and then throughout the film, she had to turn that fucking phone light on so many times in the film because, like, her kid dropped something and she had to find it then. And they eventually, I think because they saw how often I was looking over at them when they were being shits, they eventually moved all the way across. So still in the row we were in, but all the way to the side. Big gap between us. Yeah. But that just meant that they let their kids talk more because they were like, oh, we're away from people now. And I was like, no. No, that's not how it fucking works. There should be a rule. If your kid you should watch a film at home, and if your kid can't watch the whole film at home, just don't take them to the cinema. Like, they clearly don't want to be there.
No, I entirely agree. What annoys me, like, so I'm currently mostly going to an Odeon, right?
Yeah, that's where I go.
Before the films, you've probably got this as well, and they've got a little Toy Story bit where it's like, don't take a phone call, don't be on your phone, and also don't have a conversation. And I went to the cinema today to see something, and literally as soon as that finished, the people behind me started talking, and I'm like, were you not paying attention? It's literally just been on screen. I don't understand how people can be that inconsiderate.
No, it's just insane. Like, the issue with it is, right, so from a fundamental logic thing, I can see why you would want to talk to your friend, because if you're just at the cinema, you're like, okay, I'm watching a film, my friend is here, that's two of the best things. I'm watching a film and I can talk to my friend. And then you add a layer of logic and you go, okay, well, everyone around me spent, 10 quid to see this film.
Yeah.
And me talking is going to ruin that. So I've now wasted all their fucking money. They should beat the shit out of me. They're lucky that people are polite. Yeah. Because we don't. But honestly, people should be ejected. There should be an usher in every fucking screening whose job is literally just to go up to people and go, you're being a dick. Stop.
Yeah. I've been saying this for so long. Like, either an usher or like what they have, I think I've seen in the past, like on planes where you have like the secret police.
They're not called that on planes, but I know what you mean, yeah.
Yeah. Like,
Liam wants the Gestapo to be in the cinema with you.
I just like, and I get why they don't, right?
Because
like,
it's more money.
Yeah. But the problem is, cinemas are like, oh, how do we compete with people watching stuff at home? How do we compete with streaming? The way you compete is you have a huge fucking screen and an amazing sound system that 99.9% of people don't have. But what is absolutely ruining you, more so than expensive ticket prices, is the fact that everyone else is being absolute cunt.
Yeah.
And you need to figure out a way of fixing that, because you can't rely on audiences to
because it's unfair
out.
To, like, the main reason I don't leave a cinema to get someone is because I'm like, I will miss out on a chunk of this film because I have to go and find someone and talk to them and explain what's happening. And by the time I get back in, sure, the problem might get solved, but I've now missed a chunk of the film I've paid money for.
But not like, so I had that when I went to see The Predator, right?
Yeah.
Where, luckily I couldn't hear what was going on brilliantly, so it didn't affect my enjoyment too much. But I was somewhat aware of it. A few rows behind me, someone kept talking. And then it got to the point where another couple asked them to stop. And the people that they asked to stop mouthed back, right? This really upset the girl that asked them to stop. She stormed out, got an usher, which is, what you should do. But then they came back, and the usher came back and had to eject the two people. And all this is going on when you're trying to pay attention to a film. Yeah. It's very distracting.
Yeah.
And it's just like, I don't get why people can't just be fucking considerate about where they are and the fact that they're not the only ones there.
Yeah, I don't know why people are spending money to go to the cinema. Like, these people, the people that ruin films. Like, not necessarily the families, because I can see even though I don't agree with it, I get that they're like, it's something my kid will like, I'll take them to see a film. So I can see how you'd be like, well, I'll do that and not be thinking about all that. But when it's just like a group of a few lads or whatever who turn up and are just chatting through a film, I'm like, you've spent money to do this? Go hang out outside. Ridiculous.
Yeah. It's like I've definitely said this on the podcast before, but I feel like there should be a way where, like, maybe with cinemas you'd have like a membership or something, and other, like, you know, like with like Uber, where the drivers can also rate the passengers.
Yeah.
Something like that. So you can rate what the people around you are like, and if you get a low rating, you get relegated to like a dickhead only screening.
I do like the idea of dickheads only screenings.
Yeah, you can. So I'm not banning people from seeing films.
Yeah,
you just have to go see them with other people that are going to be on their phone and talking.
Yeah,
and then everyone else. And the thing is, dickhead only screenings are probably going to end up being more profitable than screenings for normal people. No one's losing.
Yeah,
we need to own our own cinema chain.
People would not come.
I don't know.
Everyone would just end up being a dickhead. We'd be like, it's all dickhead screenings.
It's all dickheads. I just want to sit here alone and watch a film.
It's just me and you in one screening a day that is not for dickheads, and then all the other showings are dickhead-only screenings.
Yeah. I mean, like, there will be times when I'll be, like, watching a film with Kat, and I might, like, ask her a question. But I do it, like, I lean over, I do it right in her ear, quietly.
Yep.
So it's... And I will make sure it's not, like, I'm not having a conversation here. I'll just be like, is that person from this thing that we saw recently?
Yeah.
And she'll be like, yeah. And that's it. Like... But I'm very aware as well when that happens. I'm like, is this the sort of thing that I can remember and ask her afterwards?
Yeah.
Like, there's no question that is so urgent I need to, like, ruin the enjoyment of everyone else.
No, exactly. Aladdin gets a 3 out of 5.
Very good.